Welcome to Don't Pack, Just Move. Not the book, but the show. The book you should already have. I'm your host, R. Michael Tarpley, author, motivational speaker, business coach, and entrepreneur. This is an exciting day for me because this is the first day, the inaugural day of the show and of the channel itself. And so because it's the first day, I want to make sure that I at least level set and set the tone for what this show is and what all the shows of Don't Pack, Just Move, all the episodes moving forward will be. So the reason why I created this show is twofold. First is to share some of my successes, some of my failures, whether that be in business, whether that's in relationships, whether it's in finances and health, or a gambit of different things. We're going to address some of those topics, and hopefully we can get some nuggets for you to think bigger, be stronger, and go further, which is my motto. And I want to help with some of those nuggets to help you elevate, to level up, to move forward into your greater purpose and destiny, and ultimately what I believe into your true success. And we'll talk a little bit about true success and what that is on this particular episode that I'm looking forward to getting into. Secondly, I created this show so that you can encourage me. Yes, that's right. I'm going to encourage you, you're going to encourage me, and we're going to continue the cycle of encouraging each other together. So that way we can both have abundance. We can both accelerate our growth and enjoy success together, and we can celebrate each other as we hit our milestones and we move forward. And so how do you do that? How do you encourage me? You encourage me by showing up, viewing the episodes, as well as clicking the like and clicking the subscribe button below. And having said that, I got a little short intro prepared for you. You might be a little critical on it. We're going to do our best to improve it as we move forward, but this is what I have right now. All right, take a look at this, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about some success. Dive right into talking about what is success. All right, and having that in mind, let's move. Hope you like that intro. Like I said, we're going to modify, we'll make it better as we go along. I'll get more creative with it, so bear with me. That being said, what we want to talk about today is, as I mentioned before, is about success. What is success? I think if you ask 10 people what is success, they're going to give you 10 answers, maybe 12 answers, depending on where they're at in life and what their ambitions are. I think we need to understand and separate success from goals. Some say that I may be successful if I have, or I might say myself, I'm successful because I bought a house. I'm successful because I got a car. I'm successful because I got some jewelry. I'm successful because I opened my business. Whatever the definition of success. Success can be 1,000 different things, again, if you ask 1,000 different people. And I think if it's that broad, then it really can't be success. Success, I think, has an identity. It's drilled down to its very last compound. It has an identity. Goals or subsets of that success could be numerous, right? As I mentioned, some of those little things. Some are health. Some of you just made your New Year's resolutions on doing this and doing that, and some of us already broke our New Year's resolutions at day 8. So I just want to make sure that as we move forward in 2023, that we are aligning and understanding our goals versus our success. Our ultimate success as human beings, I believe, at its core, is to care about each other, is to help each other. What the old cliche says, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach him a fish, he eats for a lifetime. I think success is teaching that man to fish, because at its core, that changes the man's mentality. It changes man or woman or child or what have you. Changes their mentality, changes their way of thinking, which ultimately changes their trajectory in life. My father passed away last year, 2:15 p.m. May 4th, 2022. It'll forever stay with me for obvious reasons. I bring that up because I did his eulogy. He asked me to do his eulogy. I did his eulogy, and I titled the message for that eulogy, "Don't Make an Impression, Make an Impact." And I'm bringing all this together, but don't make an impression, make an impact. An impact is when you're going to change someone's mindset. You change their whole trajectory in life. As a man thinketh, so is he. Wherever my mind is, that's where I am, and you can't separate the two. A impression, you give me an impression, you may change my fashion. You may change the type of clothes that I wear or the type of car that I might buy, but at the end of the day, I'm the same person, I have the same mindset. I'm a consumer, right? You haven't changed me in a particular way to look at life differently. And so success is that. You have goals, you have success. Success should be making that impact. Goals can make an impression. You want to buy a house, okay, I impressed you, I can buy this house. But ultimately, your life is about true success. It's about making an impact in someone else's life. The goals are good, don't get me wrong. You have to make the goals in order to, in some cases, in order to achieve the success. So when you're making goals, at the end of the day, they have to mean something. They have to make an impact. They have to have a purpose, a greater purpose than, having a nice car to ride around in. I won't get into some of the things I'm thinking about right now, but we'll on other episodes of the show. But ultimately, I believe this is what the way our minds have to focus differently on going into 2023, helping other people get ahead. You have your business, share what you've learned in your business. I'll be sharing what I'm learning in my endeavors. In the last, I'm going into 8 years now of being an entrepreneur. Well, I guess that's not technically true. Some parts of this I've been doing for 24 years professionally and making money off of. As relates to corporations in the last 8 years, and making 7+ figures in the last 8 years is something that, and being international is something that has happened within the last 8 years. So, but sharing some of those nuggets and you sharing some of yours, some of you, I know, look, I'm not on the channel to say, hey, I know it all, come to my channel, view, like, subscribe. I'm not looking for ultimately making money off of this. If it comes with it, hey, I'm going to take it. I'm not giving it back. However, the goal is really just to give some information, to give the nuggets. So if you're willing to give some nuggets, and I see a lot of people out there on YouTube doing it, sharing and celebrating other people, but when you're a hater, no man's an island to himself. When I hear people say that you're a self-made millionaire or self-made billionaire or whatever, that's completely arrogant, ego-driven, and I say that not to insult you if you're saying that. I'm saying that to try to humble you, because at the end of the day, you don't do it by yourself, right? There's consumers who buy your goods or your services, or um, those who've helped you along the way with loans or support when you first started out a business, or whatever it is that your service or whatever it is that you're offering. People helped you. When this is my second book. I have another book that I've also written, and people bought the book here in the States, abroad. People have supported. I didn't do that myself. Could I just write the book? Sure, and then buy 30,000 copies. I could do that, I guess. And say I'm self-made. That just doesn't add up, because that's not the way that it's supposed to work. So my point is, if you're going to, as we're talking about success, if you're going to be successful, you're going to have to accept the fact that you have a greater purpose for your success. To whom much is given, much is required. You are required to help other people. Don't be threatened by other people. In fact, I know a lot of people who have businesses, and other people come to them and say, "Hey, what about so and so? How do you do this? How do you do that?" And want to start a business, and maybe in your field, and you're a little, I used to be like that. I did. And I was like, "Whoa, wait a second! I'm not gonna help you start a business doing the same thing I do." Here's the thing: I am confident about what I can do. And I hope you're confident about what you can do. I'm also confident that I am unique. There's no one like me, just like there's no one like you. I can't duplicate or replicate what you do and be successful at it. I can do it and I can make money off of it, but I think there's another old cliche that says some people are so poor that all they have is money. You can have tons of money or what have you, but all you're doing is just taking the dregs, right? You're just digging the barrel, and you're getting residuals. You're getting the overflow from other people, but you're called to be a creator. You have a purpose. You have something in you. Everyone has a story in them. Everyone could write a book or a biography or something about just your own life. If you don't make up a story or what have you, you can write up, or self-help like mine, or motivational, inspirational self-help books, and you can write something. Everyone has something that they can talk about. I'm positive of that. In fact, some people tell me their stories, and I'd much rather sit there and listen to some of their. I don't know if they're exaggerated or not, but if they actually did some of these things, it's much better than watching an Al Pacino or Denzel Washington movie. I'd much rather, they're more exciting. So write the movie, write the book, write the screenplay, whatever it is that you plan on doing. But you got something on the inside of you. You have success, and your story and your actions will help somebody else for sure. You first got to believe. You got to believe that you're able to do it. You got to believe that there is something unique about you. You have to believe that you have power to do exactly what everyone else is doing. Listen, if I didn't believe, and again, people help drive that narrative. Like hopefully I'm helping you now and giving you nuggets and giving you some insight to fire you up, to get you going, to at least attempt. Get started in it. Me and my wife's first business didn't do well. We didn't do well in our first business. In fact, I think the business lasted, I don't know, technically maybe 8 months. We didn't know what we were doing. We got into it, just rushed in, threw a bunch of money at it, and just thought, hey, this thing is going to blow up because it's us. And not knowing, not doing any research, not checking out the industry or any of that stuff. And good thing is we were going to purchase some retail space, lease some retail space, and it was right before the recession. It was right in '07, right before the recession, like literally months right before the crash. And we were going to do that. And I'm glad we didn't. Super glad we didn't. Because it was a 5-year lease that we were going to sign. We would have been stuck in that lease. And it was somewhere around $7,500, $8,000 a month or something like that. And we'd been stuck in that in the midst of a recession. So I'm glad we didn't. We didn't know what we were doing. And anyways, it ended up, I don't know, maybe we came out with $2,500, but we dumped in it maybe 25,000 maybe, something like that. So anyway, it was a horrible decision. You can learn from that. I can talk about those things. I have no problem with talking about them. Why? Because I've experienced other goals that I've been able to achieve and learn from those things myself. And because of those learnings, and learnings from other people, people like yourself, and people that I talk to or have met along the way. And I appreciate them. I appreciate their success. I appreciate their failures. And I think it makes me a better person. But ultimately, I understand that it is not just about me making money. It's not about me doing private yachts in Greece or in Hawaii or in Dubai or having villas all over the place or riding in private planes and private jets or what have you like that. It's not really about that. There is a end to this. There is an overarching goal, a way of getting success out of this, and that's helping someone else. I think the more we help someone else, the better we feel about it, because that's the natural course, I think, of humanity. And so there's enough to go around. I can help, and where I help out, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you do better. If you're a parent, as a parent, you want to see your child do better than you did. I'm not hating on you if you take what we've done, me and my wife have done, and you make, instead of making millions, you make billions of dollars off of that. I have no problem with being that catalyst that help create the next billionaire versus me becoming that billionaire. At the end of the day, my kids, my grandkids, all of them are interested in business. They've opened up some businesses. They are trying their hand at businesses. My granddaughter is about to do her YouTube channel. I'll let you know when that comes out so that you guys can watch it. Make sure you watch it. Make your kids, maybe not make, but allow your kids to watch it. I think it'll be fun. Nonetheless, I think this is going to be a good year. Not because I say it to you, because at the end of every year, everyone's always saying, hey, it's going to be the better year next year, even before this year is completed. I'm saying that because I prepared for myself and my wife and my family. I prepared last year for this year. We're putting in the work. That doesn't mean if you didn't do it last year, you can't accomplish your goals this year. You just got to put your hand to the plow and be able to push through. Be successful. Be someone who is going to make an impact on other people for a positive. I'm not talking about negative. I'm talking about positive impact on someone, helping them change. There's no greater feeling than seeing someone go from nothing to something. To see someone go from negative and always down, depressed. There's enough depression in this world to being depressed. Only talking about politics. Only talking about chaos. Only talking about this, that, and the other. That we can share some positive stories, some positive takes on life, and watching them go from negative to positive, from being depressed to being overjoyed, watching their frowns turn into smiles, and watching them go from homelessness to having their own house and being able to tell somebody else, and keeping that cycle of encouragement moving and making that impact. There's nothing like it in the world. And so I know that from personal experience, and so hence the reason why I'm doing this channel, and I'm hoping that you'll all join me along this journey. Now, this is the intro. We'll get into some really good, juicy topics, and we'll talk about things that are maybe controversial, but it'll be very positive, I believe. And some things may hurt. because I think in order to be successful, in order to achieve your goals and be successful, ultimately, is to be uncomfortable. So look forward to talking to you soon and going over some more interesting topics. If you have anything in mind, I got a list of different things. But however, I'd like to hear from you. You can put some information in the comments and some topics you wanna talk about and you want to cover. And then I'll obviously, if you want me to come in person and do anything for your business or for organizations, whatever, I've done everything from prisons to high schools to colleges to businesses and panels to keynote addresses and the like. So let me know if there's anything I can help with. You can put the comment below. I wasn't a social media person for a long time. I just got on at the end of last year. I just got on Instagram and LinkedIn. Now I'm on YouTube, so I'm sure you guys can help me with a lot of that stuff. I'm going to build a website for some of my engagements. Typically, it's word of mouth. It's been referral for me to go and do some of the things that I've done. But I'm going to do a website and try to catch up with the times. So until then, I'm going to talk to you soon, and I'll see you shortly. Get the book if you don't already have it. Don't Pack, Just Move. It's a compliment to this show, and I think you'll like it. Whether I am a Christian, the book has Christian tenets in it. However, even if you're not a Christian, I believe the principles that are in it are undeniable. So talk to you guys soon. Thank you for joining.